Welcome back to the 2014 North American Collegiate Championship live from our Manhattan Beach studios. I'm still David Turley, but due to a freak accident in my underwater basket weaving class, Sam Kobe Hartman Kensler is now occupying the coordinates to my right.
Your class?
Sure, why not?
How in the world did you get teaching certification?
I snuck in, I replaced him. It's got like a missed outfire thing going on.
Okay, so you dressed up as a woman.
No, I just replaced.
With large. No?
I just replaced the teacher, and no one knew the difference. Guys, it's time for our second semifinal match of the night. Sergio's Dream, whose squad currently studies at San Jose State University, versus U-Beast, whose players all roam the halls of the University of British Columbia. Now, while the guys from Sergio's Dream quickly put their quarterfinal competition to bed, U-Beast had 3 incredibly close fights in their matchup.
Yeah, so U-Beast actually lost the series 2-1, but Segoy and Friends Unite were disqualified for using an ineligible player, and U-Beast advanced to tonight's semifinal. The 3 games between U-Beast and Segoy and Friends were really close, though. So that was almost anybody's series, and U-Beast does deserve to be here after putting up some impressive performances and photo finishes.
Yeah, so U-Beast will pin their hopes of advancing on the finals to the guys who put up those performances. That's going to be Deluxe and DJJ.
So DJJ is a solid top laner, and both teams actually believe that he will have the advantage in tonight's top lane matchup. He likes to play those standard tanky champions, but he also pulled out a Jax in the quarters. Their mid laner as well, Deluxe. He also runs with standard champions including Ziggs, Lulu, and LeBlanc. He put up the best numbers on his team in the quarterfinals, and he's going to have to keep up in the kills in the mid lane if U-Beast wants to pull out another win.
But of course, Deluxe and crew will have their hands full as they face off against a Sergio's Dream team who gave them one of the tournament favorites nightmares in their quarterfinal games. Let's take a look at that series. Wadamote from Texas A&M were really the favorites coming in, but Sergio's Dream put together an impressive 2 games.
Yeah, let's look at this nice Nami and Ziggs ult onto the back line, and then they're able to kite back under their turret here, waiting out the cooldowns from Wadamote. Once the cooldowns are up, though, they go on the chase. Mundo pops his ultimate, and he leads the Dream Team wherever they please to go. Jinx survives with the flash barrier, and that's going to get her excited. They go on to win this one, and that's going to be a W for Sergio's Dream.
We're making good things happen with these guys, chasing people around, double kill Mundo. Game 2, though, on the red side now, they finish the sweep, pop the champagne, making it happen.
This is a truly beautiful combo right there. Solar Flare into Explosive Cast, and the Jinx ulti goes right down the middle. Then she gets excited here, chasing in, able to pick up a double kill, and from then on, they're able to chase them down. You can see the objective focus. They're chasing Dragon, even when she's escaped the pit, going right after that. Oh, she's on the other side of the map now, and they still catch her. Looks like Leona is able to get the kill after Arxie Slash does all the work chasing him down. And in the end, it's going to be Sergio's Dream 2-0 against the favorite from Texas.
Making it happen, and of course the big guy on campus for Sergio's Dream was their mid laner and challenger veteran Arxie Slash.
Yeah, so Arxie Slash has actually been schooling mid laners for a while in the challenger scene. He was the mid laner for Salad Bar in the 2013 Spring Promotion Tournament, one of those normal stars. And in their upset over Team Wadamote from Texas A&M, he came up big as Ziggs and Gragas. And the mid lane is where both these teams see their fate decided. And Sergio's Dream has to be feeling pretty good that they have Arxie Slash patrolling for them.
And for those keeping score at home, these 2 teams actually have gone head-to-head, I should say, in ranked 5s, with Sergio's Dream coming out on top. Now, in the rematch, Sergio's Dream will spawn in the blue corner for Game 1. In the top lane, Jakiro. In the jungle, Loctran, Arxie Slash in mid. The best in SJ, because why not, at 80 carry, and Feng Shen on support.
And starting on the red side for Game 1 is going to be U-Beast from the University of British Columbia. Up top, DJJ, and the jungle, Proof of Payment. Their mid is Deluxe, their AD carry is Cat 8, and supporting is Remy.
So Cat 8 actually is a replacement AD carry, AD carry from their old AD carry. Snuck him in there and said, you know what, we're going to play someone new now that we're in top 4.
Their old AD carry did all the work to get him here, and then they subbed in Cat 8. He's born in Korea, a true Korean, so they're bringing in the Korean powerhouse, I guess.
Yeah, why not make it happen? No big problem.
Hasn't failed anyone else, except for Quantic, I guess.
Yeah, but whatever. No big deal. They'll be fine. They'll be fine. They'll be fine. Shh.
It'll work out just fine.
That's mean. I actually want to talk about the other AD carry, though. So best in SJ. Interesting name. Right, SJ, of course, standing for San Jose. No one's surprised with this one. But when he made his LoL account, he was like, I didn't know what name to pick. I couldn't think of a summoner name, so I'm just like, I'll just be the best in my city.
So there's a lot of people that hail from San Jose.
Yeah.
Reginald, Dan Din,
David Freak Turley.
David Turley. That's not saying much, so he's probably better than you.
No, he is.
Wait, who's the other? Chowster. I've been to Chowster's house. He lives in San Jose as well. So best in SJ, that title is saying something.
That's hard. Well,
he's definitely going to have to perform here today to back that one up.
If they move, does it still count? Because it's the best in San Jose, not the best from San Jose.
I guess Andy and Dan are both no longer in San Jose, but Chowster's still there.
Okay. Well, I guess they made that one happen, of course. Yeah, so these guys coming ahead into this best of 3, right? An important match for these guys. We did talk about the fact that they played in rank 5s before. And it was an interesting game where UBeast actually had like this massive like kill and gold lead and then couldn't close it out. It took them like a long time. They were like, well, we can't kill your base. And then Sergio's Dream basically came back. And like still were negative in kills by the time they closed the game out, but still had the comeback victory happen.
Yeah, not sure what the technical term is for losing a game when you're ahead 32-19, but it's not good.
Someone might have caught it on the other side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there may be some concerns for this UBeast team in the late game if they do get to the late game, because they haven't really been able to rely on their end game shot calling.
True.
And that may be where San Jose pull ahead.
And that's one thing that I think actually stands out here for Sergio's Dream is that they have a ranked 5 team they've been playing a lot of games on, that they've made it into the Challenger Series. We're going to see them in the second spring series here. That these guys are clearly playing together for a while, that they have this teamwork, they have this energy down, these guys playing together. They have actually they have some good camaraderie. They've got a club there in San Jose State University. So these guys know each other.
They've got good fan
The home
base.
team crowd here cheering. I love it. See, they're just going for it. I think that the cheer, by the way, should be Hella as opposed to like a school name or anything. So you guys know. So that NorCal pride coming
I'm surprised
up
they still have this much energy. We're almost at the 12-hour mark here at the studio since
Doesn't
the
matter.
LCS studio rehearsals.
But if you got your team in front of you, you just gotta power through. You gotta
Hit
make
your
it
second
happen.
win. I feel like we had like a 7 a.m. class today.
Yeah.
But we might get a little loopy, but we're
fine.
going to play strong.
It's going to be fun no matter what.
It'll be good.
It's all going to be good. And, of course, the teams here didn't have to come in at 7 in the morning like we did. It's okay. They're going to be more well-rested. They're going to be all right with this one. Actually, Remy messaged me on the client yesterday, and he was like, yeah, we've been trying to find teams to scrim, but we came in first. Like, we got in our location first, so, like, no one's here to scrim, so we're just kind of chilling. They ended up playing a bunch of Hexakill games to, like, warm up for it. So they're well-practiced. They understand the 6v6.
They should have grabbed like the few LCS players that are still here. Wiz Fusion, Kiwi Kid, and you. Then you guys could have
LCS player.
Could have scrimmed them.
What was your point? Oh, they should have scrimmed me and Wiz Fusion.
Find somebody to practice
280 carries in the same team.
You want to make a case for your best in SJ.
For my best in well, no, I'm in LA now. It doesn't count.
That's true. Yeah,
Chowster wins by default. These guys are all here now, so it doesn't even work anymore. He's got to be best in LA. Actually, someone made that name because of him, actually. So
he started it?
He started the trend. There's a best in LA now because of him.
I like it.
There's all kinds of things going on. This guy's a trendsetter, man. If you live in a city, make your name best in city name. And then you just have to make it come true. And you can fulfill the prophecy.
Now, the teams are having some difficulties setting up in the studio. This leads me into our point about LAN experience.
Yep.
That's very, very crucial here, because it's a lot of these players' first time. However, it is not ArcZ/ first time at a LAN. He's got a lot of LAN experience, and he may have been able to bestow some of his knowledge on his teammates. Maybe they'll be able to stay a little bit more focused, a little bit more calm, and they will want to set up their peripherals as quickly as possible, because if your mouse is just a little bit off, that's very annoying to try and work with.
Yeah, I remember actually, I think Jat likes to tell this story. He was talking to, I believe it was Quast back at PAX when we were having a Challenger Series play-in. And he was like, yeah, I was talking to Quast, and he was like, yeah, you know, it's like my first LAN, I'm kind of nervous a little bit. And he's like, okay, well, the most important thing is to get your mouse to feel good. And he's like, yeah, my mouse doesn't feel right. And he's like, good luck. Just like, yeah, you're done with this one. But that kind of brings me to another story here is we saw actually Blue Caster Minions got progressively better throughout the series here. They all kind of settled in and said, okay, we're more comfortable, we're more comfortable, we're more comfortable. They kind of dialed into their opponents as well. And then they came through and had a very good performance here. So being that it is a best of 3, you can kind of shake off game 1, even if you get crushed in game 1, and then pull it back. Well, I mean, that's what happened, right? Even if you get crushed in game 1, you pull it back, you win the rest of the best of 3, you can still make it happen here. So we are into the game. Sergio's Dream, hailing from San Jose State University. UBeast, the only Canadian team left in the bracket. the University of British Columbia, Pantheon Yasuo banned away.
All right, so early game power from Pantheon, not available. There's still so many junglers that bring this to the table now, though. Lee Sin, Elise, everything's available. And a lot of junglers should be able to play those champions. I was very surprised in the last matchup that they didn't have a jungler who would play Elise, because she's been very popular for so long.
Well, it's going to be what comes through here. This one, the Thresh first pick. We saw him in all 3 games. The other semifinal. Clearly got
the dream team itself.
Of course. Why wouldn't it be? Had to put it together. I like how that Thresh was like still in gray. It's like had a twin right there on the background screen. But you got the players from the schools cheering on their teammates. I love it. The Gragas Kha'Zix come through as well.
Look at them. They're actually laughing that they got these picks. This Gragas plus Kha'Zix combo is devastating. Kha'Zix is one of the premier junglers at the moment because of his amazing early dueling and his objective control on the isolated targets like White, Dragon, and Baron. So if you combine that with Gragas' ability to split up the enemy team, then he can also isolate champions and just annihilate people.
Yeah, and actually proof of payment, the jungler here for Ubeast did run him in their quarterfinal match. He's challenger in solo queue, really freaking good player. Does go for Hydra on Kha'Zix as well, so he can create the isolations himself if he needs to, if he goes for this one. Sergio's Dream to make their own choices here, hovering over a couple of champions. Best and SJ favorite champion is Vayne, for what it's worth. Does lock that in here, so he's on his favorite champion there. Blind picks the entire lane there, Thresh Vayne. And will it be Ziggs here for Arxie Slash?
Well, if you're gonna, come into a situation like this, one of your first lands, then you want to be on a champion that you're comfortable on. Make as many of these variables comfortable for yourself as you possibly can. So I do not disagree with locking that in early, even though first picking Vayne and Thresh, kind of a bold move there. Be forcing what lane you're going up against.
Yep. Caitlyn bans definitely help, and he's got a Ziggs to wave clear in front of him. The Renekton and Leona coming through, so these guys putting together the lanes, but the Renekton blind pick happy to come through here, even though they could have waited on it.
Now, well, Renekton? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, Renekton, happy to go up against anybody in the top lane. He's a brawler. But I have to say, comboing that with Leona, this team is looking pretty beastly, if I don't say so myself.
Yeah, a lot of critters going around. Let's see where they can go with this one. Wanting the early game pressure there to capitalize off the Kha'Zix, the Gragas, and everything. To be honest, any lane that Kha'Zix ganks for is going to be fairly powerful.
Yeah.
They've all got follow-up crowd control.
Yeah, they can all set him up. And basically that's the only thing that Kha'Zix lacks is crowd control. He even actually has slows of his own, but
he's got 2 slows,
it's the hard CC that he's lacking. He definitely brings plenty of damage to the table. Hovering over Mundo and Nocturne, though, this Sergio's Dream team looks like a very good late game team.
Yeah.
If they do make it to late game on even close to even footing, I think they'll have a pretty good shot here. Now, Sivir is still up, and Sivir works great with teams that are going to go dive heavy and frontline heavy, and that's kind of what the Ubeast team is looking like right now. With Caitlyn being banned, they can't really go the other way and go super long range.
Kog'Maw, Tristana.
Kog'Maw, you know how long it's been since we've seen Kog'Maw in the bottom lane?
Worlds.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's like 4 months ago. Bring it back, guys. I played it last night.
Wild Turtle actually called that the next big thing in LCS is going to be AP Kog'Maw bottom.
AP Cog bottom. So Twitch, the other long-range AD carry, Pop R.
There it is.
You can outrange turrets. Only AD carry who does that.
Plus, I really like this champion. If they do get an early lead in lane, then you can go around assassinating people as an AD carry.
Yeah.
The only AD carry where you can actually go try and pull those things off. I guess Vayne, you can do similar things.
Quinn can do it too.
I guess Valor can do it.
Okay, fine. But, I mean, by the time you end, like, Quinn's back there, because you press R and you go back in a hail of arrows, so Quinn gets the kill.
Okay, she gets the money.
Yeah. Valor did all the work, though, like a true support. But this is interesting. So Leona Twitch, not a lane I'm used to seeing. Cool thing I'm thinking about here is any source of damage at all will trigger Sunlight, even Twitch poison. So you pretty much guarantee you don't waste any Sunlight procs.
I think both teams are going to be aware that this bottom lane wants to brawl, though.
Yeah, it's pretty volatile, too.
Either one of those AD carries that gets going can be a really big force moving into the mid or late game. So we might see jungle pressure down there as well.
I would expect to see them just put up a tent and camp down there, and just because of For one, how easy it must be to gank Twitch Leona. You've got no out buttons. You've got a stealth from Twitch, but like, as far as escapes go, like I'd almost rather have volley.
The only other place I would want to see jungler is going to kill that Mundo, you know, around level 5 or 6, because Renekton versus Mundo, Renekton can shove him in very early, and Kha'Zix can execute Mundo. Even if he uses his ultimate, he's just going to get lower and have more execute damage for Kha'Zix to feed off of.
Yeah, you put it in Ignite, make sure it doesn't come back up, and you're good to go.
Yeah.
Happiness abounds for these guys. So
dive in.
Dive in. Just dive in. I mean, honestly, you got Pool Party Zig, so you guys are already ready to dive. Snorkel's already attached. It's going to be pretty easy for these guys. So getting yourselves into the game, and this is going to be fun. You've got a pretty big area of effect team here for UBeast. The Canadians from the University of British Columbia. Sergio's Dream in blue. You're seeing the crowd there. These guys clearly cheering on Sergio's Dream. Going to try to make this one happen. San Jose State University, the school these guys come from. NorCal. Let's see what they can do.
Represent.
Yep. Don't worry, I'm not going to be a homer for this one. I'm an unbiased commentator.
You just said yourself you're no longer from San Jose. You're from LA now. So
no, I live in LA. I'm still from San Jose.
You kind of cut your ties, man.
No, my ties are all intact.
I have seen them actually.
Yes.
Beautiful.
They're glorious. I don't own any bow ties.
Line of scrimmage though, so I guess we don't see any. They're not even dancing though. They're just running circles.
I mean, that's kind of like dancing, like a circle dance. You just spin around in circles. Is that a dance? Oh, he misses.
Well.
He's watering the grass, though.
He's
Arxy
Slash is lowering his hit percentage already. That's not good.
0%? Well, you start at 0%, so you really didn't go anywhere yet.
It's going to make it an uphill battle then.
It's true.
Proof of Payment is doing his job, though.
He's spamming those emotes.
He's getting into it.
He's twitching. Didn't even pick the champion for it. Meanwhile, Twitch is chilling.
When you play a champion like Kha'Zix, you really got to get inside the champion's head to have full effectiveness. You got to think like a bug freak.
Okay.
And bugs.
What does that entail?
Well, some bugs land on dog poo, so maybe you don't want to do that.
I feel like that's not something that Kha'Zix does. Just saying.
He's going to be looking more for Goomba stomps.
Yep.
Late invade a little bit there from Thresh. I guess it was just threatening. And this is going to be the duo lane for UBeast helping on a buff, whereas duo lane for Sergio is going to be early shoving. They're going to get the early shove on a Leona lane. That's really big for them. There will be no early all-in level 2 from Leona that they'll have to worry about. It's a great start for a Vayne duo, especially.
Yeah, so here we go. Vayne going to be relieved of pressure, at least early on. Leona stuck under her turret. Not the best place to be. Probably worse to be under an enemy's turret, but hey. You see we're going to go with this one. Cat 8 sitting in the back lines. He's doing all right here. Gonna retreat back to the turret. Let's see how many last hits they get here. Only 3 from the first wave, actually. So Nerves actually might already be getting to Sergio's Dream. They missed half the first wave uncontested. That's rare for such a high-level player.
Yeah, and, you know, as we said, there was no pressure on him. So that's purely mechanical mistake there. Now, up top, because Mundo did help with Nocturne's blue, he will be a little bit late to lane, but it doesn't really hurt Mundo as much since he's already going to be playing that lane on the defensive. Renekton with a huge upper hand in that lane, and he'll just be trying to CS at his own tower as well.
See what they can get with this one. The mid lane is the battle of explosives. You got Ziggs versus Gragas here. Deluxe already going in aggressive, fast level 3. Satchel retreat goes through, still gets the damage back through, though Arxy Slash hitting 3 for himself. Probably gonna get that minefield. But here comes Lotran already in the mid lane, does not quite connect the Dustbringer. Deluxe is safe.
And Deluxe actually just running, you know, the regular magic penetration. He doesn't have any sort of hybrid penetration to try and take advantage of the early AD from Gragas for the body slam trades level 1. So he's looking more for the late game oriented barrel combos.
Lotran showing up again, and now Gragas is out of mana. He has 2 defensive body slams now for 75 mana apiece. Kills his mana bar.
That's actually huge. The second gank there causing him to recall while the lane is pushed away from his turret. Yeah. Very good start for Arxy Slash. Even though there were no kills awarded, he's going to have a pretty decent lead in this lane now.
Just the loss in mana is enough. Best SJ killing off some minions, but now you're seeing the lane push the other way around. The pressure's been alleviated. Remy and Cat 8. Let's see what they can find with this one. Just minions dying back and forth, but At some point, this will turn aggressively. Nocturne waiting around in the back lines. Lok'Tran sitting back there behind the turret near the double golems. And now they're going to be under the turret. Will we find anything here? Very little ward coverage from both sides. Nope. We're good. They're just going to kill minions. False alarm.
Yeah, Nocturne, not the best ganks down bottom until he hits level 6 to grab that ultimate. And after already spending 2 trips mid, he is behind a bit. So he wants to catch up in the jungle. Doesn't want to get behind Kha'Zix because Kha'Zix, as we said, very, very dangerous early.
So let's see. No recall yet for the Nocturne, but already Spirit Stone Longsword for proof of payment there. So one jungler is a little bit richer than the other. Let's see where that goes. Jakiro and DJJ in the fight up top lane. Both teams said that should go the way of Ubeast there, the way of Renekton. Good early damage.
So this is prepping perfectly for that early move I was hoping for from Ubeast, the dive onto Mundo around 5 or 6. This is exactly the situation that they would like, and that's pretty much what Lok'Tran is reading right now. He wants to make sure that doesn't happen. He's expecting, okay, if I was the jungler on the enemy team, I definitely want to dive this juicy Mundo. So he's putting himself into a counter-ganking position first to try and defend his top laner.
Well, proof of payment's going to put a ward down to spot out for any counter ganks. He's going to walk through Tribush himself. Going to get spotted, though, by Lok'Tran's ward. So this Nocturne knows to be afraid. That's going to time out in 3 seconds, and Proof will know that he's been spotted here. But he walks out of the brush. I don't know if you can tell those or not.
Well, I think maybe because Nocturne backing off a little bit tipped him off there. Now, if you ever get something like that, you get a little information advantage.
Ooh,
you don't want to make a movement that will tip your enemy off. They could have made him waste more time sitting there if he played it like he didn't know he was there.
True. Well, the minion's going to get traded back and forth. Both mid laners have now gotten a recall. And ArcZ Slash already got a Chalice for his recall. So mana pool pretty large for the Ziggs. Bottom lane going back now aggressive for this team. Sergio's Dream. 40 minions now, both AD carries. We'll see them go back eventually when they want to get some items for themselves. Nocturne still no backs yet, Lok'Tran.
So he's going to have diminished returns on his jungle clears because it's harder for him to sustain. So he's definitely want to get his Spirit Zone fairly quickly here because out of potions, not going to be able to last long.
No, definitely not here. Level 5 on Nocturne. We always like level 6 on guys like this. Proof of payment doesn't need it nearly as much, but he just kind of wants gold regardless. So we'll see if ganks come through anywhere here. Jakiro just chilling on Mundo even still. Did, by the way, run Ignite Mundo. Pushing the bottom lane, receive some damage comes through. Stealth by Cat 8 for the attack speed. Will they find much more? Just the expunge. Some decent pain. And a 10 minion lead so far for Ubeast.
Yeah, pretty large minion wave at the turret, though. If he can Thresh with the passive auto attack there, destroys one of his chances at getting closer in CS.
There we go. See if he gets all these. Nope. The true best in San Jose would kill them all. Nope. Fengshan gets a few, though. At least that's something going back and forth. But 8 minion lead for the AD carry. Proof of payment going to set up Deluxe here. He actually whiffed the body slam. He hit one of the smaller guys.
Proof of payment really tanking a lot there for Gragas. As you know, Gragas is taking his time, drinking on the job, doesn't even go to tank the blue himself. You don't have to tank buffs anymore for your mid laner because they'll take over aggro, especially if they're melee like that. You can just leave them and have them do it themselves.
You wanted the buff, you take the damage. Deal with it.
Exactly.
Yep. Gotta let them know. It's the team's buffs.
It's one of those things that kind of tips you off that it's is an older jungler who's been jungling for a long time before the changes.
Yeah. Hard to break some of the old habits here. ArcZ Slash Deluxe still chilling. Only 3 minions apart by these guys, so they've actually equalized these scores pretty successfully. We've seen a much slower game. Ubeast a 400 gold lead just from the laning phase so far. DJJ looking to go towards
Lok'Tran is going to counter this red right now. It's fairly dangerous to go try and counter a Kha'Zix, but he wants to go for it. He is level 6 as well, and Ziggs comes in with the bomb. Combo steal!
Proof of payment gets it, but the Nocturnal goes in through. They're looking for him.
The bomb
The Evolved Wings putting some good stuff. Proof now under the turret. Do they have the damage? Nice damage coming back now. Lok'Tran a bit overextended. Deluxe is around. Does not land there on the bottom lane. Now Fengshan taking damage. Cat 8 now getting jumped on. Best and SJ really trying to put the damage across, but not going to stay too long. He's going to back off right there. is maxing the silver bolts, by the way. So those procs incredibly important when he puts damage down.
And that would also make you expect that he's building a Blade of the Ruin King, as the veins that go with Bloodthirster are going to be maxing Q first usually.
Yeah.
And, you know, they definitely want more attack speed if you're maxing Silver Bolts first. Makes sense, though. Being able to take down Renekton extremely important.
So see where this one goes. Removes away some of the minions again. You're just seeing a small lead go for the, I guess, unorthodox Twitch Leona lane, but it is building a small lead over time. So this duo lane working a bit better for UBeast. The top lane as well now. 13 minions put DJJ ahead. We'll see if we can do more with this one. Mundo with Ignite. Not going to be able to roam. Proof of Payment now slinking in down to this bottom lane, and he'll be completely unseen if he goes into the second brush.
Yes, but they just used all the ultimates in the last engage. Wow, he's getting really close, though.
Goes in anyway. Feng Shen explodes. First blood going over to Remy. That's a good start to the game.
Do not need your ultimate for that one. Nice Zenith Blade by Remy. Able to get the first blood for the jungler, and the last hit goes to support, so perfect distribution right there, I guess.
Everyone's happy.
He landed the Zenith Blade. He deserves the cash.
Completely deserved. Looks in for best in SJ. A little bit of damage in the Vayne. Not too much, though. Both junglers leave this lane. Vayne a little alone here, down to half health. And, of course, the money's going to be accruing. He's at about 2,400 gold. So, I mean, these guys have a ton of cash, and they're just, like, kind of waiting to spend it.
Yeah, the bottom lane's being a little stubborn. Not wanting to go back.
Ooh, good satchel right there. Helps him stay alive a bit. Didn't want to get burst out of Proof of Payment. Didn't have the barrier or flash or anything. Arxie staying cool under pressure, but he's going to have to recall this one and go towards that Athene's.
Yeah, I mean, Deluxe has his ultimate ready, so Gragas, that might have been some miscommunication there. They could easily both go all in at the same time and annihilate Ziggs.
Well, the Athene's is done here for Ziggs. Gragas slightly behind in items, especially because he had to buy a Doran's Ring. We'll see if he can get himself far enough in that build. Jakiro still getting pushed around right there. But he's just trying to stay alive and play passively on that Mundo and get himself to the late game.
We have still... oh no, he did use his Nocturne ulti.
Yeah.
Where was that?
The red buff invade.
They went for the
About
combo
9
with
minutes.
Ziggs ulti.
It was close.
It was very close. All right, well, we do now see the rotation from Proof of Payment. Kazakh's up towards that Mundo, so they may look for the dive much later than expected, but still a definite possibility. Or they could just shove him off the turret and get some turret damage.
See what they go for this one. Another cleaver into the face. Jakiro only down 14 minions. He's doing an okay job of this one. Proof of Payment waiting around still on the side. We'll see what happens. The bottom lane has recalled already for UBeast. It's going to be the push towards Bloodthirster for this Twitch. So actually very high spike damage. When he hits level 9, it's going to be a lot of expunge pain if he can land that one. It is going to be Ruin King going in for Vayne. Best in SJ, the 80 carry here for Sergio's Dream.
And I have to point out that at this point, Proof of Payment with the Lizard Elder already and being post level 6, having upgraded his wings even, he can still go solo the dragon. You don't actually have to upgrade your Q to solo dragon as Kazakh's. Level 6, if he knows there's no vision in there, just the sustain from Lizard Elder is enough for him to be able to do it.
So let's see if he can make much happen out of this one. Remy, ward is down.
There is a ward inside the dragon, but they have such good zoning around
spotted.
here. They might go for it anyway.
It's going to miss. Sweeping lens almost available here for Feng Shen. He's going to put a pink ward down, though, and take control of his own Tri-Brush. Similar situation down in the bottom lane for UBeast. Another blue buff goes over to Deluxe. So outside of that early sort of jungle pressure, making him recall early on, he's more or less holding on there, this Gragas. Proof of Payment, thanks to a pink ward, is going to slink in completely unknown to this bottom lane. On top of that, UB's going to sweep away this Tri-Brush ward maybe as well. Proof of Payment waiting around on the side.
Bait. Both junglers in position.
They jump in on Remy. A lot of pain coming through Best and SJ, but he's going to get jumped on. Can he get away from this one? A lot of damage back on Remy. Exhausted. And the failed flash. Remy's going to go down. Best and SJ now in the chase. Great play. He's going to make a two-man Ziggs ulti. Can they re-engage? Just go for the 1-for-0. Cat 8. Proof of Payment running away.
Yeah, Remy trying to bait by attacking the ward for Proof of Payment, but Nocturne, as always, doesn't even have to be right in the fight. Able to use his ultimate, close the gap, get another kill.
Well, in the top lane, you're seeing how much pressure this turret is under as well. These guys haven't really been interacted with by the rest of the team at all, but this turret down below a quarter health, DJJ slowly working his way through, Tiamat, and soon a Spirit Visage coming by as well.
And this was sort of the lane that both teams had to pretty much decided was going to be in DJJ's favor. But, wow, the hook onto Cat 8. This is very dangerous.
Turret range and stunned on the wall. He's not going to stealth in time. Great kill picked up. Best in SJ, proven best in this game as well.
Yeah, and that was a straight hook to the face. Nothing special there. Just lands it right onto Cat 8. That's going to be pretty bad for UB's bottom lane.
Yep. Game of cat and mouse there in a way. Cat and rat. Not a good combo, apparently. DJJ does get the turret down. 20.2 thousand gold still despite the kill lead. The objectives and minions going to put UB still in the lead right here. And now that turret's down, I want to see what this Renekton can do with that sort of advantage, with that map control. Can he make plays elsewhere on the map? Will he keep pushing this lane down? Will he rotate for dragons? What's going to go on?
Well, his ward that he just put down at blue makes me think he wants to spend more time in this top lane because he's feeling very confident around this Mundo, and he has gone for the early Tiamat so he can continue to shove very quickly and just shove the lane up and then take jungle camps as well, further increasing his lead over Mundo.
See if he can keep doing it. 119, 120 to 144. DJJ moves over towards the mid lane. He's got a little bit more time until Mundo puts any pressure on the top lane. Minion's going to get cleared out in the mid lane here. Another stun on the Cat 8.
Man!
SJ a bit alone, but he's okay to do this one.
He's got to watch his positioning here. Locktran's going for the engage.
He eats a barrel. The hook on a DJJ. This Renekton row might just not pay off at all. Look at the spam coming across. It's going to be a live Renekton. The proof payment forced back as well. Kill picked up there onto Thresh. Can they keep on going? Best and SJ zoned off towards the backside. I don't know if he can kill Cat 8 by himself, but the jump back into his Locktran. They're going to get another kill. Cat 8 taking the kill credit on that one. 2 for 0 fight so far. Sergio's Dream, they have like location control, but they're down in champions.
Yeah, it looked like a really good engage for Sergio's Dream, but they were down Mundo. Mundo was not anywhere to be found. He was up top lane, while all 5 members of UBeast were already at the Dragon. So it was Sergio's Dream picking a 4 versus 5 fight, them being the 4-man team.
Well, Cat 8 is invisible, looking to stalk onto Vayne. Not going to find the opening here. Wearing a red buff, though, so you really got to be careful of your Vayne in this case. Kills away some minions. Will he be safe under the turret? I expect so, but we'll see. Maybe the dive can happen. Remy around babysitting his pet Twitch, little pet rat right there. Good synergy there. Fenshen is back as well to defend him. The 2-0 and 0 Vayne still here, but Cat 8 picked up a kill and an assist in that last fight, putting the kill lead, or the gold lead, pretty much equal between these two.
Now, Twitch does not have his summoners up, so he's a fairly easy target. Very, very low mobility on that champion when he does not have any summoners. So Nocturne heading bottom once again. Looks like they were trying to force something while all bot lane summoners are down.
Here they go now. The Dragon under fire. The gold deficit. Sergio's Dream, they're going to go for this one anyway. Engage might come through. Nocturne comes by as well. They're going to pick up the Dragon. Now can they engage? The hook's going to land onto Remy. No jump in from the Nocturne though, just the vision control. Stun on the wall's not going to do too much. These guys will disengage, but a Dragon successfully grabbed by Sergio's Dream.
I really like to see Nocturnes use the ultimate just for vision denial, not always immediately using it for the gap closer. So I think that's a really good sign for the Sergio's team. And they're able to just cover their retreat after taking the objective. They already got what they wanted. They didn't have to push anything.
All right, ults traded. Kind of said, hey, don't chase me, I got a box here. And they're like, all right, that's fine.
Yeah.
No biggie. It's like the reverse bullseye. It's not like box, then solar flare on top. It's like, here's the target. All right.
Don't come in my box.
Nope. Don't make it happen. Don't do it. It's not worth it. Well, jungler wasting a bit of time for payment, not getting anything from this bottom lane. He's going to go back into his own jungle. Blue buff is back up. It's gone to Deluxe most of the time so far. Might see it happen again. His bottom lane happy to stay and farm. I feel like, I don't know who necessarily has better late game between Vayne and Twitch. They both have their own sort of uses here. I feel like the top end explosive case for Twitch is higher, but it's harder to access that.
Well, the big thing about Twitch, well, never mind. The big thing about Renekton is he's caught.
Yeah, he's going to see if he can get away with this one. Does have no summoners up at all. Jakiro still on the chase, is a Mundo, burning him down. DJJ gonna look to get a little bit of lifesteal back up.
He gets the minions.
Well, he's got a dash in half a second, gets the 2 dashes, another cleaver to the back. That cleaver was required though. Ziggs is nearby, Loketran gonna help make that one happen. Jakiro getting the kill credit, finally gets a gang.
So
and the hook, Cat8 exhausted, the chase is on, he's trying to stealth out, gets picked up, and here goes proof of payment. Best and SJ, he's running away stealth, puts the barrier on, they have the damage, proof of payment, gonna go down. Best and SJ traded back, Remy getting the kill credit.
Oh my goodness.
Feng Shen.
One more.
Bam, takes him down.
All right, this bottom lane for Sergio's Dream is going to be a bright spot for them.
Yep.
4 kills already on Vayne. Very, very well played. These hooks under turret from Thresh just over and over. All right, so we get a look at it. This is already after he's hooked in Cat8, so that's going to be 1 kill. Blade of the Rune King is activated, and then we're going to get 2. But with the jungler around, he's got to back off a little bit, able to kite back under the turret, and it will be a 3-for-1 here. As we know, Thresh does find another soul.
It does. It's actually a soul. So he's killing someone who's empowered by the sun.
Nice. Double language pun.
Yeah, we're good with this one. DJJ now with a dead turret chilling in the top lane. The gold lead has gone back now to SGD.
I think that's a very California pun. Too.
What?
Soul.
I guess.
Spanish pretty big here.
Yeah.
Arxi
It's also the name of the star.
Oh, he missed. All right. Well, it's looking very good for Sergio's Dream because, like I said, their late game does look very impressive. If this Mundo can catch back up. And the Vayne is just running all over this bottom lane.
Cat8's gonna get away. He's invisible now, but Remy, that hook misses as well. The chase in, Best and pops ulti. Rune King as well. There's a bomb waiting for him.
Nope.
Doesn't even matter. Oh my god, look at how low the health bar is for poor Twitch.
Yeah, Twitch is just getting wrecked here by Vayne. In the dueling situation, Vayne by far the better champion. Like I was going to say before, though, Twitch's bright spot is the AoE for team fights, but it doesn't really synergize with their Gragas pick because he's looking to knock people away and isolate them for Kha'Zix. Here we go, though.
The flash and stun on a Feng Shen, puts the box down. Will it be enough to save him?
Oh,
the stun comes in. There's a pick ward as well. They get proof of payment. Feng Shen survives. And now Best and with the red buff. No flash on Renekton. He's still chasing. Look at the chunks coming out of him.
Man, this bottom lane for Sergio.
Yeah.
They're continuing to just do beastly work here.
They are, and Loketran waiting around on the side, puts a ward behind him. DJJ smartly retreats, but Loketran is here. Q lands,
he goes
in.
for it.
The double dash is there, but he's gonna get away from the fear tether actually. Remy put his stun back on. DJJ, you've got a Vayne chasing you. Don't do it.
Don't turn
gets him with the Q. Shouldn't have turned back for the stun. Takes him out. 9-4 now. Sergio's Dream.
Never look back if there's a Vayne behind you.
Nope.
She does get the movement speed bonus. And
scary.
man, Best in SJ making a pretty good case for himself.
Doing well even outside of NorCal. Doing well in Los Angeles. Best in SJ, strong in LA. Gonna be the name for him so far. Apparently that was funny. I mean, I'll take the laughter. Great. Thanks, guys.
Like I told you, it's getting kind of late here, freak, so people are getting a little loopy.
So you're saying my jokes are actually bad? I'm getting sympathy laughs, basically.
Well, I don't know. Let's take a look up at Mundo at the top lane because
that's hilarious.
He is doing work on this top turret, even though he doesn't have teleport. Because there have been so many problems down bottom, DJJ having to try and go down bottom to solve those problems. Meant Mundo got right back in this game.
Check out the hook when the DJ resolves it. Can proof of payment get out? Jumps over the wall. Jakiro, though, still around. Cleaver, ball! Flashes away. Cleaver's going to get dodged. Tanked up by DJJ. You're going to be all right.
Very good attempt from Arxi Slash. We haven't seen much from him from this game.
0-0-0.
Yeah, we don't look
Oh, what? He was standing still. That's just unacceptable.
We're going to attribute that one to the...
Nope. Lack of skill?
Thickness on Mundo Cleavers?
No. That's in the new patch. It's not even live yet.
That's only 4.2. This is 4.1.
Yep.
Well, he's got no excuse.
No excuse. Just a misplay. I mean, there was the pressure, right? It's the pressure. It's the pressure. It's the pressure.
Well, let's talk about pressure of dragon fights. As I said before, Mundo does not have teleport. So usually in this situation, I'm like, yeah, Sergio's Dream. They've got a really great position here, but they don't have a teleport Mundo. So it's going to be a 4 vs 5. Let's see if they actually take another 4 vs 5 fight.
Well, they're going to jump in onto Loketran. The fight has begun. The Solar Flare going to land on a little bit there. Best and firing into the backlines, but a great Gragas ult is going to start things up. The dive in can proof get anything out. Nocturne ult comes through. He's going to retreat off of that one. Oh, the poison and the barrel is going to make that one happen. Going to be a kill onto Feng Shen, but SGD happy to keep on this fight. Top lane turret goes down from the Mundo split push. Dragon does go through, so Dragon plus a kill versus a turret.
Yeah, but they could have made the choice to just send all those 4 members mid in the first place and try and take the mid turret as well as the top turret.
This is the duel. Who's going to win? The shields come across the flash away under the turret, and it's going to be a kill picked up. Remy making it happen, and he does get taken down. Arczy's slash now getting hit up. Loctran a little bit aggressive, but finds it. Cat 8 goes down, but there's proof of payment. He just gets kill after kill, but wastes his reset jump. He died too fast. Double kill comes through, falls under the turret. Jakiro left alive.
Mundo last man standing. He's going to try and at least clear out this minion wave, but it's a pretty close game as far as gold is concerned, even though the kills are in Sergio Dream's favor. Let's take another look at this here. So this is the duel. Coming out of the stealth, the huge attack speed bonus does help out Twitch a lot, but it's really Leona that finishes the job. Not really a fair duel right there. Arcsy Slash makes him pay for it. And now it's the Mundo that does come in the back. Let's watch the jumps here. There's one jump. He gets the kill, so he has another jump, and he used it thinking it was going to finish off Nocturne.
Yep.
But Nocturne died as he was jumping, so he didn't get the Nocturne reset for his jump. He had no exit.
And he died under the turret like a bug. He's trying to Goomba stomp. Tried to stomp too many times. 3-for-3 fight overall there. 12-8. I got to say, UBeast are holding up very closely in this game. Only 1,500 gold separate these teams. Only 4 kills, only 1 turret. This is a very close game right here. See what else can happen in this one. Of course, a lot of the gold is on the SGD AD carry, but the star players for UBeast really kind of spread apart. Like, everyone's got, you know, their own little set of kills.
Yeah, I mean, the team is a powerful team right here. I mean, Gragas has his death cap, and proof of payment on Kha'Zix is definitely in a position to kill anyone who's isolated. So they could get a favorable team fight at any moment. It's just that they need to have Gragas land one of those ultimates to start it off.
Uh-oh, DJJ. Oh, double wards. Here we go, Feng Shen now up. Again, defensive box.
Everybody pops their ultimates, though. Renekton also used his.
Yeah. Okay, well, here we go. Renekton still has ulti. Loctran nearby does have his own. Ziggs going to come across as well. Will they engage? They hook on to DJJ. He's not in a good spot. Gets, oh, he condemned him away.
Oof.
Misplay.
Another.
Remy in the front line. They're trying to make it happen. Feng Shen flashing away. Hooks, proof of payment. What a move by Feng Shen. Making it happen. Get it out of the poison. 1-for-1 here. But can they re-engage? There's the Duskbringer. Still chasing. There's a satchel charge this time. It's not going to find much.
Dang, you got to give a lot of credit to this Thresh.
Yeah.
Feng Shen is really coming up with a lot of very big hooks.
Remy waiting on the sides, puts a ward down on the retreat. Will he find an engage to go for? Jakiro constantly split pushing. He's got to be a bit careful here. Gragas pushing him around a bit. He could be all right. All right. Bottom lane push still going through.
That was just like a bear hug between 2 massive men under the turret.
Yes.
Nobody wants to leave.
We're good. Loctran kills away the white. Cat 8 is sad that his friends are gone. Jakiro's still looking at the turret.
Doesn't care.
Not much, anyway. Wave clear comes in from Gragas, but that turret is losing health fairly steadily over the course of this game.
Ooh, they're looking for a jump onto Cat 8 right now. But let's look at the replay. This is the first hook. He gets Renekton at the perfect time as the Ziggs ult comes in to clear out the minions. And then he's going to flash away from the Kha'Zix and land another hook right under the turret so they can finish off the damage. Just all playmaking here from Thresh, even though he dies in the end.
Yeah. Style points worth more than the kill itself. That's a positive overall thing. Because he's got a highlight reel clip. That doesn't matter. Yukiro, chill in the top, chill in the mid lane.
Uh-oh. Again,
SSA finds a stun on Remy. Not good for Leona. Flayed backwards as well. Solarflare's going to land for the stun. That might get her away. Best and SJ needs one more shot. Gets it. Kill picked up right there. 210 gold to Feng Shen. He deserved that one. Ascension helped that kill go through.
Man, he is going all out attack speed too. Phantom Dancer after the Blade of the Ruined King. Looks like he'll probably... Oh, never mind. Dive in mid.
They got the flank. The knockback on 2 from Gragas, but can he get away from Mundo anyway? Can't get away from the Ziggs ulti. That one's going to land 2, 1, and 2 from Arczy Slash. Mid lane under control.
Now they've got all the outer turrets down and control of the map. Pushing 2 lanes at once here. This is Double Lift-esque as they have the solo split pushing Vayne. who's definitely confident enough to duel anybody right now and go for turret dives as well.
Ult comes through. Can they keep the stealth down for long enough? Barrier. The fear comes through, and no one's got a pink ward. There it is. A little bit late. Feng Shen. Ah, it's going to hurt for you. Going to get knocked down. That's a kill picked up. DJJ trying to chase down Best and SJ. Bit off more than he could chew. Flash over the way, Lotran. All right. A little bit too eager there.
Now, they still get a turret at mid. We'll have to see if they actually end up catching Jakiro, though.
They will, and that Mundo is going to go faceplant where he pleases.
Now, they still have a commanding lead over the map, though.
Yeah.
If they can shore up the jungle with a whole bunch more wards, they've already got blue side littered with wards here. If Sergio's Dream can get some of those on the red side, too, then they'll start to close the loop and starve out U-Beast.
Well, see if they can do much more with this one. Honestly, Vayne is the guy with all the gold in this team, so if they can get things elsewhere on the map, they'll have a good chance this one. The push now in the mid lane. DJJ happy to take turret shots. Doesn't care too much about it. Looks like turret will be going down, so U-Beast finding their second turret kill of the game with a safe retreat as well.
Now, Arxie did get everyone low, though, so now that his team has come back healthy, they actually have control of the map. And it's U-Beast that have to make the decision if anyone's going to go back to heal or if they want to give up this Dragon, because Dragon is live now.
Dragon is up, and it's going to be Cat 8 and Proof of Payment going for this one. Half HP already. Look how fast that thing drops.
Well, they don't have to give it up. They'll just take it first.
Yep. Well done here. Putting the gold now only 2,000 apart. This game one. Pretty hectic battle. We've got 26 kills in 30 minutes, and they're trading objectives back and forth. The turret lead really the only thing putting Sergio's Dream ahead right there. We'll see if they can continue this up and give U-Beast nightmares.
And Twitch has finished his Last Whisper, so he's got the combo that he wants. Bloodthirster, Phantom Dancer, Last Whisper. His team fight potential is pretty high now. If they can actually group up and make use of the spray and pray, then U-Beast have a very real chance of coming back.
Well, it's going to be the dive in on from Lotran. Feng Shen around. Whoa, almost lands the hook, and the pink wards are in range enough. The Cat 8. Stealth ending soon. Pink ward goes down.
One.
Just to be sure, it's an 8-second stealth. Might as well guarantee it.
So they don't group up, and Sergio's Dream do take advantage, catching one more person out, but now Vayne's the one caught out.
Good tumble away, gets stunned. Wow, not the solo flare they wanted. Bastinche still running, gets taken
Lantern!
out, even with the Lantern. Proof of Payment. Now, happy to keep chasing if he can find it. Jumps in, Zig Bomb comes across, gonna land on a 3. Is that gonna be enough there? Lotran now in the middle of the enemy team. Deluxe taking a bunch of pain and goes down. Lotran finds one. Proof, though, still in the battle. Feng Shen, not the happiest man right now. Actually, he's all right. He forced them away.
Yeah, he's chasing him down. They want to let Ziggs finish off Proof of Payment.
All right.
He's trying to keep somebody in range, but doesn't hit the hook.
Well, Jakiro, though, is keeping the pressure going. He is completely winning this matchup now. He's basically a half item ahead. You can see him putting pressure now on the inhibitor turret. Down to half HP. The bottom lane's still getting pushed in. Arxie trying to charge up his passive. Gets the damage going through. Takes the turret down.
Yeah, Mundo definitely happy now. We're in the stage of the game where he's got control. And since DJJ tried to go save other lanes, it left Mundo all alone to farm up. And he's actually in a good position to duel anyone now.
Very nicely done here. 2-1 and 2 Dr. Mundo. 5-3 and 4 on the very rarely seen Nocturne played by Lotran, but it's working for him. Elder Lizard, Blade of the Ruin King. Assassin Nocturne, truly. Just trying to kill things.
Yeah. That reminds me of Solo Q. Shoot, what's his name? Plays Hecarim as well. Yeah.
Yep,
Got
that
the
guy.
crowd.
We're good. Here we go. See what else we got. Cat 8. Whew. Trophy almost lands onto him. Not a trophy. Giant axe. No briefcase. Different Mundo skin this time around.
Ninjakin is also actually a sub for TSM too now, so that Nocturne build has strong roots.
Ooh, and down goes that ward. So, we've seen these guys try to sweep Vision away. We've got 3 sweepers on one side, 2 on the other. You guys are aware that wards are important. Arxie picking up a blue elixir as well. So he's thinking fights are imminent. Off. And here they go. Okay, there's no wards in the pit.
This is very dangerous. Going versus a Gragas here at the pit, they're probably going to give it up as soon as they see the entire UB's team coming around the edge.
And out they go. 3 wards coming down, counting the trinket wards. Jakiro's going to say, hey, ooh, I want control of the stuff.
Bush gank.
Almost gets the red buff. Nice try right there by Arxie, but now he's without an ultimate if they fight right here.
look at the mid wave that's shoved up. They have great position here. Sergio's Dream have position on the mid turret. And since Vayne is so fed, they're going to take it down very quickly.
Completely outplayed. Well done by Best in SJ and the rest of his team. They're going to have to back up for this one. Jakiro's got to be a little bit careful. Nice hook onto Remy. They might go on this one. Who's going to take the damage now? The front line. Jakiro taking pain. Remy's going to go down. Best in SJ running around the back lines, getting free shots now. DJJ going to go down. 2-for-1 fight so far. Group of Payment did get a kill off this one. Gragas, wave clearing. Can the push continue? It's going to be Vayne looking for the shots right here. Twitch in the background. Can't find much. Deluxe is around. Hook's not going to land. Now the push for the inhibitor. 4 versus 3. Will UBeast look for more right there? Oracle Sweeper going to put some stuff down, and the inhib's going to go.
Yeah, difference right here is that Sergio's Dream have a massive front line. Mundo's still up, whereas the front line from UBeast had been taken out. Nocturne gave up his life for the greater good there. He dove into the back line. He took up Twitch, Gragas, and Kha'Zix all by himself. Even though he died, it was well worth it because they were able to kill both Leona and Renekton. So once again, another hook from Feng Xuan starting this one off. And there you can see, as I just said, he took the DPS off in a different direction. Yeah. So, you know, even though he's not able to tank for that long, they have to chase him up away from the fight, allowing plenty of time for Sergio's Dream to make quick work of UB's front line.
Yeah, all 3 major damage dealers way up there. And to point out as well, like, Kha'Zix got a reset, but like a full screen away from the rest of the fight. He couldn't leap back in.
And his front line's down, while Mundo is still standing. So you don't want to jump into a standing Mundo.
Yeah, you want him to face plant first before you go for him. Hero, level 18. He's going, I saw him do this before, he's going towards Leandries now on Mundo to add extra damage here in this build. He did that before actually in the quarters. He's going for it again.
So I like champions that can get spell penetration who also benefit from Sunfire Cape, because it does increase the damage significantly. That's why I really like Sunfire Cape on Elise. Same sort of idea here for Mundo. And, you know, since he has so much magic damage just in his kit, I do like the build.
Gonna be happy here. So ward coverage is much better right now for Sergio's Dream, but UBeast could sweep away these vision wards. Gonna go for one of them here. Another couple nearby. Wards going back down for SGD. These guys know that this is an area they really, really want to control. Dragon up in 12 seconds. UBeast. Can they get?
If they can catch Vayne, then this will be a really good fight for them. As we said so many times, Mundo can't join. All right, that's really big then. Talisman activation is a huge point for UBeast. They need that to make their fights happen.
It's a 5v4 battle comes in. Best and SJ just goes down. 1-for-1 though. It's a trade back. Group of Payment trying to get away.
Oh, he gets out.
Can't find him. Cat 8 gets a double kill. 2-for-1 battle here. But Twitch, oh my gosh, that was nice predictions there. Arxie Slash. We're okay.
Everybody take a deep breath. It was only a 2-for-1.
Mid lane inhib is dead. Minions still flooding into the bottom lane as well. Arxie Slash gonna say, hey, you know what's still up? This dragon.
Yeah, so he hasn't really gotten to take part in the middle of any of the action. I guess Ziggs doesn't want to be in the middle, but he's going to be able to get the objective for the team. So he's doing a big part. And Mundo's going to have to fend off the rest of these UBeasts that are coming down the river.
Okay, so that was
Nowhere
pretty
to be
secure.
found.
2 of 4 dragons, so 50-50 on the dragons so far. 4 champions in 5 turrets. Put Sergio's Dream ahead, and you see that with the 3,500 gold lead here. Let's see where else these guys can go with this one. Feng Xuan chilling in the mid lane. He's actually picked up a red elixir, just wants even more tankiness. Happy to delay the Randuins just to get some more health for now. Baron's available. Cat 8's not going to go for it yet, though.
Yeah, I mean, the mid inhibitor down is not as big of a deal as one of the side ones being down for UBeast. It's easier to defend the mid line coming up and still stay sort of close to Baron. They're at least going to be able to keep vision of Sergio's Dream. And the Talisman attempted hook there. Not actually that close.
Yeah, so far, so safe by these guys. Mid lane inhibitor respawning in the next few seconds here. 38 minutes into the game. Ward's going in. SGD ready to keep pressure there. There is a super minion in the base. He's going to get killed pretty securely, though. And they're waiting. They're like, it's going to respawn.
Okay,
next couple of
so
seconds.
when it does respawn, we'll have to see if they go for the Gragas ultimate to split people off. I want to see an early Nocturne ultimate, because Nocturne can make the entire team go dark. Even if they're split up, they won't be able to see who they're going for.
And here they go on and shut down. 1-for-1 so far. Proof Payment's going to try to get out, but it gets taken out by Loctran on Nocturne. The chase now going to continue. 4 versus 3. Ubeast forced to retreat. Mid inhibitor goes down. Will they backdoor turret? Will they push somewhere else? Will they go for Baron?
Top is also pushing right now, but the ping is on to Baron. Baron is pre-warded though, and they're doing this against Agragas. Ultimate was used in that fight, so it's not going to be a combo, but barrel roll still does plenty of damage itself.
We'll see what they go with this one. Looks like Ubeast happy just to clear away minions in the mid lane. They're making their way now over towards the west. Jakiro can easily tank this. Loctran, 2 Blade of the Rune Kings on this team, to be fair. There's a lot of Baron killing damage available.
It's up to Ubeast just to poke and make Sergio's Dream uncomfortable around Baron. They don't want to actually fight this. They just want to chunk them low enough that they back off.
DJJ waiting in the wings. Cat 8 is nearby, invisible. They're going to go maybe on the Twitch attack speed buff. DJJ getting away from this one pretty safely. They're not finding any catches. Baron going to take damage again. The team backing forward.
It's pretty low here.
Gragas ulti is up. Can they get it? Oh, blue team gets a smite. Nice job, Loctran. DJJ in the front line, stunned on the wall. Best and SJ going to help his team out. They get the kill. Loctran just barely survives. Kill over on the Cat 8 as well. 2 for 0 plus Baron for Sergio's Dream.
The smite under pressure finds home for Loctran, and the combo from Gragas does not work out.
Does not. So now where will the push continue? Super minions starting to flood into the base now. It's been long enough since that inhib has fallen. Top lane right now the area of focus. There's a minion wave coming in soon, but Gragas could wave clear it. ArcZ rejoining the team into the mid lane as well. Here's a push in for the turret.
All right, Mundo easily tanking this one. Ziggs coming to join the party once again. 3 versus 5. It's very, very hard for Ubeast to defend this, so looks like they are just going to have to huddle by their Nexus.
There we go, 2 inhibs down, the push going to continue. Super Minion now in front of the Nexus as well. 15 seconds of 5 versus 3. The power play is there, proof. Forced to run away, pops ulti. The chase in from Loctran. Can't quite find it. Deluxe not going to ult anyone in just yet. Now the Nexus is available. And Sergio's Dream from San Jose State University making it 1-0 so far in the semifinals.
All right, they can be happy with that win. Definitely the bottom lane is what I have to shout out.
Yeah.
Of course, Feng Shen with hook after hook after hook. And then Vayne also able to do a lot with the money that she got from the hook. So very well played by both of them.
And you got to think from the other side, you had a lot of all-around pretty good performances. I can't point to any one guy and say, yep, you had a horrible game. 0, 4, and 8 on Renekton, 7, 5, and 8 on Kha'Zix, 3, 2, and 4 on Gragas, 4, 5, and 9 on Twitch, and even 3, 8, and 11 on Leon. Like, none of those scores are bad, right? Everyone put up a decent performance there from Ubeast. Just didn't come together for them.
Yeah, I mean, both of the teams kind of agreed that the top laner for Ubeast would probably win that matchup. So they just chose a champion that was great for the late game. And they were just going to have Mundo in the late game. It's like, okay, he'll lose early, but he'll be able to do exactly what we need later. So.
Yeah, and did an amazing job. And I do also like proof of payment coming there on Kha'Zix. Had a great score, right? 7, 5, and 8. Most kills on his team. A lot of impact. Was part of 15 of his team's 17 kills. Right, made a whole bunch of plays, a couple of overextensions.
Yeah.
But I liked that pick. Like that, I feel like is still an element for this team.
Yeah. It was. I mean, it was a good combo. Anytime you got the Gragas plus Kha'Zix combo. I don't know about the Twitch pick. He was getting hooked a lot, so I think that was one of the main problems. Maybe not specifically with the champion, more with the positioning there from Cat 8.
Got to play around Twitch a little bit better. So if we see like maybe a more defensive champion, I know Caitlyn was banned away by Sergio's Dream. That seemed to have an effect here. Twitch, something we don't see very often. Okay performance, as you said, getting hooked around, positioning maybe not there. I don't know, we can see like an Ezreal, still like an 80 caster bridge sort of guy, a bit safer. Might help him with this one as well. So certainly, yeah, you've got to look at Game 2 and say, okay, adaptations, right? What do you do differently now in Game 2? Either side.
You're going to have to not get hooked so much. So maybe they ban out Thresh, or they don't even let Thresh go through here.
Yeah.
Because I think Thresh was a bigger problem than actually having Vayne on the other team.
Yeah.
Whatever AD carry was getting all those kills is probably going to do the same.
Going to do a lot of stuff as an AD carry.
Yeah.
And you know, you think about it, that was first picked by Sergio's Dream. They wanted that one right off the bat and said, yep, it's a big freaking deal. We'll first pick it here. We talked about Thresh actually today in the LCS as well, support saying, yeah, he's a pretty freaking good playmaker. Play him when I get the chance to. And yeah, so I think I agree with you there. I still want to see Kha'Zix. I actually still like Kha'Zix Gragas. I wouldn't even change the entire composition from Ubeast. I thought that was fine. I don't think Renekton did enough. Like, you're supposed to win your lane, and he didn't win hard enough, I feel like.
DJJ?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was able to get the turret. He had a pretty good minion lead, but Mundo is going to come back eventually. He tried to make something happen down bottom, I think.
Yeah.
And going to a losing lane is always very frustrating because if the enemy sends the same amount of people there, then you're still going to lose because your bottom lane is weaker already.
It's true.
And you're having to fight an uphill battle.
Yeah, and looks like the hill was a little bit too steep for them in that game. And guys, we're going to take a quick break and head over to the Alpha Betas for some refreshment. But when we return in 3.5 minutes, it's Game 2 between UBeast and Sergio's Dream. Stick around.